Welcome everyone, a guy trying here, and as the first set of Tumult Championships comes to an end, we've now seen Equinox's first foray into the competitive scene of Altered, but it's left many hungry for more. What's coming next for those who want to play Altered at the next level? Well, today Equinox announced their next elevation of their competitive circuit, the road to the World Championship. A link to the article is in the description if you want to check it out for yourself, but let's get into it. This year, the World Championship will be divided into three parts: National Qualifiers, the Last Chance Qualifier, and the World Championship itself. While they have laid the groundwork for all three of these phases, today we'll mainly be focusing on the first one. 24 spots for the championship will be awarded through qualifiers around the world that will be happening from the end of June until September. Currently, only 23 out of the 24 spots are listed in the article, with Cedric, the head of organized play, being coy about the missing one. 8 spots will be awarded to the winners of 8 different tournaments divided between the Netherlands, Chile, Brazil, Spain, the UK, Germany, Greece, and China. Both finalists in Italy and Canada will be awarded spots for another 4. The US will have 2 qualifiers, one in Texas and one in Maryland, that will each get to send their winner to Worlds. And I'd like to take a small moment to actually shout out Games and Stuff in Maryland and Paul, the owner, for being so supportive of Altered. This is actually one of the stores I go to weekly for local play, and they have been early adopters of the game even since original playtests in 2023. So it's awesome to see them get to partner with Equinox for a qualifier. France will send the top 4 of their tournament to Worlds, and while this might seem unfair on paper, they also have the largest participation cap on the tournament, on top of having a huge, active, and dedicated player base. Southeast Asia and Korea will have local stores that will host national qualifiers that will advance the winners from each to a regional qualifier that will be held online. The 2 finalists from that regional will move on to Worlds. And finally, Equinox is embracing the dual nature of Altered play and will be hosting 3 qualifier tournaments on Board Game Arena across different time zones to give each player a chance to qualify for Worlds, even if you can't travel to any of the in-person qualifiers. And while these qualifiers will be built around specific time zones in mind, they are not limited to those time zones. You can play in all 3 if you want, just know that you might be fighting off the Sandman from putting you to sleep in the wee hours of the morning. Pricing for these qualifiers will be more defined by each of the partners that are holding the tournaments, but will include foil Beyond the Gates Tumult cards, 2025 Champion Hero boosters that will contain a full art, foiled promo of one of the 18 heroes that features the artist's signature, faction favorite promos with the World's Qualifier logo, a playmat featuring the Bravos triptych from Whispers from the Maze for top 8, and each player who qualifies for Worlds will also have their travel expenses and accommodation provided by Equinox. If you're unable to qualify through any of these methods, there is still one final opportunity. Within the same week as Worlds, currently only defined as Autumn 2025, there will be a last chance qualifier that will award all those who reach top 8 a spot in the following Worlds Championship. With all that finished, the festivities will just be getting started. 32 players from across these qualifiers will meet in Paris, the home of Equinox and probably some other stuff, to test their skill against each other to see who will come out victorious as the first world champion of Altered TCG. In addition to these competitors, Equinox is also establishing an official judge program that will offer awards to those who participate in it to recognize their time and skill. Equinox is also hoping to broadcast these qualifiers as much as they can, so if you are interested in production, there's an email at the bottom of the article to use to contact them. I'm so hyped for this news. I know many wish it had come sooner, but in all honesty, I'm just happy there was an announcement at all. 32 does seem like a very small size for a world tournament, but I have to praise Equinox for the commitment to accessibility within their scope. I know people will always want more tournaments and more regions, and I'm right there with you. But take a moment to appreciate that Equinox is also including BGA in the qualifying process and paying for people's travel so that players are less likely to be unable to go. I'll be curious to see how Equinox goes about balancing within this extended time frame, as it could cause the meta to drastically shift right before a qualifier. We should also be getting set for early September, which will inject a lot of new cards into the game before some of the qualifiers. All in all, I think this is an incredibly strong start to their competitive scene, and I can't wait to see how it grows in the future. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you found this helpful in some way. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, but if you made it this far, just know that I'm happy you stayed with me this long. Are you going to be able to make it to any of the qualifiers? Barring any catastrophe, I will be at the qualifier in Baltimore in some capacity. I don't know if it'll be as a player, judge, or part of production, but I wouldn't miss it. If any of you are able to go, then I can't wait to meet you and wish you the best of luck. I have a spoiler card for Whispers from the Maze that I'll be revealing next week, so be on the lookout for that. That's all for now, but I hope we see each other again.